Hey guys, and welcome to another episode of the Grounded Masculine podcast with me, your host, Finn McKenna Fox. So, today I wanted to jump in with this solo episode and talk about three simple practices that you can do that is going to change the game for you in 2026. So, with these three practices, the reason why I chose these is because it is the bread and butter of everything that I've been doing for myself for years, as well as what I teach the guys that I work with through the Grounded Man mentorship and the Grounded Father community. Because what these practices do is teach you the skills that is going to allow you to show up as the best possible version of yourself. So let's dive in. So I'm just going to say the three practices straight away, and then we're going to spend a little bit of time giving a little bit more context on each of them, because you're going to see there's a bit of a there's a bit of commonality between all three practices. So the first one is self-reflection day and daily journaling. Yeah. Self-reflection and daily journaling. The second one is doing a weekly connection compass with your partner, and the third one is doing weekly review and planning for yourself for the week ahead. So again, you can see the commonality between all of this. It is deep inquiry. It is deep, deep self-inquiry and asking yourself better questions. Because when you have a framework in place that teaches you and supports you to ask better questions of yourself, that is going to allow you to show up consistently better for yourself. It's going to remove this hiding behind your stories. It's going to allow you to challenge yourself in a healthy way. And what you gain from this is so fucking important because it's not just helping you understand you, it's giving you more of an understanding so that then you can improve how you communicate to those around you. Most importantly, be it how you communicate with your partner and how you communicate with your kids. Because the number one thing that I see with guys, what they struggle with, they don't understand themselves, they don't understand their emotions, they don't understand the impact stress is having on their lives. And then because they don't understand that, they actually don't know how to articulate what is going on for them. So they just end up pointing the fingers at those around them and blaming the situation and circumstances that they're in rather than taking full ownership and responsibility of how they are showing up as a man and as a father and husband. So let's delve into these three areas. So, first one is the self-reflection and journaling. This is so fucking important. Like this is the bread and butter of what you should be doing, no matter where you are and who you are. It is having a journaling practice, having a practice which allows you to start connecting with yourself each and every day. Like it doesn't have to be ridiculous, sitting with a cacao, doing a deep meditation, doing all of this other bullshit. Like we don't have time for that. So if you do, that's awesome. But if you're a busy father like me, you're not going to get time to do that. But it is having some time that you set aside for yourself each and every day that is ritual to ask yourself certain questions. And I've got a full training that goes into like different strategies that you can use, loads of different tips and tricks that can help and support you with that. It's like I will put them in the show notes of how you can get that specific training. Like all of this is basically comes in the Grounded Fowler free community on school. So like get in there if you're not in there because these all of these trainings are a lot deeper explained in there as well as so much more. But again, with that, the first and foremost one that I recommend guys start with is what I call the four power questions. This is a nighttime review where you can just sit and spend 5 minutes asking yourself four power questions. So the first one is what went well today? This is celebrating your win. This is your gratitude journal. This is what actually went well for you today. The second question is what didn't go well for you? What challenges did you face in that day? Where did you fuck up? Where were you not integral with your word? Whatever that might be for yourself. Again, it's not to point fingers, not to make you feel like shit. It's just to get curious. It's like what actually didn't go well today? The third question, probably the most important, is what lessons did I learn? So looking at what went well, what didn't go well, it was like asking yourself, what did I learn from that experience? If you kicked goals and it was an awesome day, what did you learn from that? It was like, oh, you slept better or you planned better, whatever that might be. Whereas if it was a day where there was more challenges and more things where that didn't go right for you, what can you learn from looking back at that? So again, what went well, what didn't go well, what lessons did I learn? And the last one is what's my focus for tomorrow? So it's like having that bit of a game plan set out for yourself for the day ahead tomorrow. So you can fall asleep knowing. what your focus and attention is for that coming day. So again, as I said, if you want more support in this, if you want that breakdown a little more, comment or like check out the details below and I'll be able to send you through all of the stuff that comes with that. This is all in the Grounded Father community, which is a free community for guys just like you to fucking level up. So the next one is the connection compass. What's the connection compass, you might ask if you're new here. So I've done an episode at the end of last year on this. This is basically your date night ritual for yourself and your missus every single week. To sit down, ask yourself a set number of questions on covering different topics of what's going on for you guys in your life and your relationship and all of that, and just creating this safe space for you to connect and be seen, be heard, be felt and supported. Again, this is so fucking important in your relationship. Like myself and Shona, like I started this probably February, March last year, so it's coming up to a year of us doing it pretty much every single week, bar a few. And the depth that this has brought our relationship is like I actually have like we've done a lot of fucking work together. We've done a lot of co courses, programs, and everything. But what this has given us as a ritual for ourselves every single week has just blown our minds of the importance of it. Because this is a place that we check in every single week, have the big conversations, have the hard conversations, but in a safe way. But it also, what surprised us the most was is like how the conversations were deep throughout the week because of that. Because we had this time where we knew we could have these big conversations, but also that then freed up space for us to have more fun during the week, but also continue these deeper conversations and move through some big things for ourselves personally and in a relationship. Like it is huge. So again, the weekly connection compass is massive if you want to build more connection, more safely, and more trust in your relationship and make sure that both of you are on the same team. Again, it goes for itself as like this is so fucking important. And you can see with the daily reflection, the daily journaling for yourself, that when you're doing that, you're building that skill of asking yourself the better questions, understanding what's going on for you. So whenever you're actually able to then bring that into this connection piece with your missus, you're going to be able to articulate stuff a lot better because like that daily journaling is the training ground for you to understand yourself more, understand your emotions more. So then when you are working with this connection compass with your partner every week, the start might feel clunky, but the more you do this, the more you're having these conversations, the more you're holding space for them and they're holding space for you. You're developing such a powerful communication skill, which is just going to stand to your relationship tenfold. Then, last but not least, the last big thing that I recommend that you do if you're not doing is having a system that allows you to review the week that just gone and plan the week ahead. So, again, it goes to say it's like it's so much of it is self-inquiry and understanding yourself better, understanding what your focus and your drive is, and just being able to actually put things in place for yourself. Because there's too many guys that just coast through the weeks, and you might be one of them wondering why you're not where you want to be. But if you just coast, if you just go on autopilot, the days and weeks just fucking fly past. Like I've got four kids, I've got run my own business, do all the different things, and the weeks just fly past. And if I didn't have these anchor points set up for myself, I'd be fucking lost. But it is the matter of like being able to create this time and space for yourself. And it's like what you gain from it is so fucking powerful. It just gives you a new level of focus and intention and how you show up for yourself each and every day, each and every week. So with this one, with the weekly review and planning, this allows you to get stuff out of your head, put things on the paper if it's doing on pen to paper or if it's doing through software. Like again, I'll have different resources that are available that teach you how to do this. The systems that I use, the systems that I teach, like it just makes it super, super easy. But it's just basically reviewing, looking back over your week, asking yourself the four power questions over your week. What went well? What didn't go well? What lessons did I learn? What's my focus for next week? But then with that focus for next week, that goes into planning. It's like that system that you can use to plan out your time to like what's the main things that you want to focus on for the week ahead. And it's just again, it's all about just dialing you in so you know where you want the needle to move forward for in that week. You know what support that you need. And again, everything just runs super smooth. As a little caveat, as a little kind of like boost to this, what I highly recommend is if you can do your week review and planning the morning before you do the connection compass, that just brings things to a whole other level because again, this is for me is like I do it a Sunday morning ritual where I do my week review and planning. So I'm able to actually formulate and understand how my week was and what my focus is for the week ahead. So then when I actually have that connection time with Shona, like I can bring so much more to the table. I have a clearer head when I'm looking back on my week that's just gone, as well as if there is anything that I know that I need support with, then I can bring that to the table then. And like it just allows things to run so much smoother. So keeping this here, keeping it short and sweet with it. But as I said, it's like being able to develop these habits, being able to have this framework that you can slot into your busy fucking life is going to be a game changer. Again, as I said, I know what it's like having kids, multiple jobs, responsibilities, and all of the different things come with it. We don't have a lot of time, but when you become more intentional with your time, that's when you're actually free up space. And this doesn't take a lot of time and energy. It takes more intention. And by doing so, you're going to completely transform how you're showing up for yourself and your family for the year ahead. So, going to leave it here. If you want more resources and all of this that I've shared, all of these are in the Ground of Father School community. You'll see the details below, or send me a message on Instagram and I'll send you through access to the Ground of Father community. Completely free, full access into heaps of different trainings and resources in there. Like, and it's just a really cool place to be. Slowly building that up and building this safe space for guys to come and put their hand up, ask for help and support when needed. So, as always, guys, nothing changes until you change. Thank you.